Let's be real for a moment. How do your mornings really feel? Are they peaceful and calming? Or are they a frantic race against the clock, leaving you feeling drained before the day even begins? Most of us wake up with stress as our first companion, believing that's just the way life is. But here's a secret. It doesn't have to be that way. In Buddhist teachings, mornings are seen as a precious opportunity, a sacred time to set the foundation for the rest of your day. If your mornings are chaotic, it's like planting the seeds of stress. But if you start with mindfulness and intention, you can create a day filled with calm, clarity, and purpose. Today, we're diving into the surprising truth about Buddhist morning habits, and trust me, the changes you'll discover could transform not only your mornings, but your entire life. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a fresh perspective, feeling grounded and purposeful. Buddhist monks have been practicing morning rituals for over 2,000 years, refining simple yet powerful practices to foster peace and balance. These habits, rooted in mindfulness, gratitude, and compassion, are more than just morning routines. They are tools that can help you feel centered and in control throughout your day, no matter what challenges come your way. In Buddhism, the breath is life. It's not just about oxygen. It's about connecting with the present moment. Most of us wake up and immediately start thinking about the long list of things we have to do, which pulls our minds in 1,000 directions. That's exactly what creates the sense of chaos and overwhelm that can follow us throughout the day. But what if the first thing you did upon waking was simply breathe? Mindful breathing is about anchoring your awareness in the present. When you breathe with intention, you quiet the noise in your head and focus on the here and now. The Buddha once told a monk who felt overwhelmed, "When you wake, where does your mind go?" The monk admitted it went straight to his to-do list. Buddha's advice was simple: focus first on your breath. When you bring your awareness to your breath, you return to the present, where anxiety and stress cannot thrive. Science supports this wisdom too. Numerous studies show that mindful breathing can significantly reduce cortisol levels, which is the hormone responsible for stress. This practice calms the nervous system, brings mental clarity, and improves your ability to handle challenges throughout the day. It's also been shown to enhance focus, lower blood pressure, and improve overall mental health. The beauty of this habit is its simplicity. You can practice mindful breathing anywhere, anytime. Imagine the power of starting your day in this way. Instead of immediately diving into stress, you would begin with a moment of pure calm. Here's how you can apply it. When you wake up, resist the urge to check your phone or rush into your tasks. Sit up in bed or find a comfortable spot, close your eyes, and take 3 deep, slow breaths. Pay attention to the rise and fall of your chest and feel the air moving in and out of your body. Let your thoughts drift away and simply focus on your breath. This moment of stillness becomes the anchor for your entire day. Once you've grounded yourself with mindful breathing, it's time to cultivate a sense of gratitude. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy, and it has the power to transform not just your mornings, but your entire mindset. In our daily lives, it's easy to focus on what we lack, what we don't have, what we still need to achieve. But this perspective only breeds dissatisfaction. In Buddhism, gratitude is about shifting your focus from what's missing to what's already here. By starting your day with gratitude, you're training your mind to see abundance rather than scarcity. Buddha once said, "Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth." This sentiment reflects the deep truth that happiness doesn't come from accumulating more, but from appreciating what you already have. A simple practice of gratitude can have profound effects, Take a moment after your mindful breathing to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be grand. Maybe you're thankful for the roof over your head, the warmth of your bed, or the chance to experience a new day. If you want to take this practice deeper, try writing these thoughts down in a gratitude journal. This act of writing makes the gratitude more tangible and reinforces a positive mindset. Research has shown that practicing gratitude regularly rewires the brain, promoting happiness and reducing feelings of depression and anxiety. Studies have even linked gratitude to improved sleep, stronger immune systems, and greater overall well-being. By taking a moment each morning to focus on what you're thankful for, you are setting a tone of abundance and joy for the rest of your day. After you've anchored yourself with mindful breathing and opened your heart with gratitude, the next step is to set an intention for your day. In Buddhism, intention is a powerful force. It's not just about what you do, but how you choose to approach each moment. Setting an intention gives your day direction and meaning, ensuring that you move through your tasks with purpose rather than simply reacting to whatever comes your way. Here's the key. Setting an intention isn't about creating a rigid to-do list. It's about focusing on how you want to show up in the world. Maybe you intend to be more patient with others, or to approach your work with calm and focus. Perhaps you want to remind yourself to be compassionate with yourself in difficult moments. These intentions guide your energy and keep you aligned with your deeper values throughout the day. In Buddhist practice, this is connected to the concept of right intention, one of the steps on the Noble Eightfold Path. Right intention means committing to thoughts and actions that promote mindfulness, compassion, and kindness. By setting a positive intention each morning, you align your actions with these values. Michael, a school teacher, used to feel stressed before even stepping into his classroom. His days were filled with chaos and overwhelm. But after learning about Buddhist intention setting, he started taking a few moments each morning to set a simple intention. Today, I will be present and patient with my students. Over time, he noticed a shift, not just in his mood, but in the way he approached challenges throughout the day. This small practice made a big difference in his ability to stay calm and focused, even when things got hectic. You can apply this practice too. After your gratitude practice, take a few minutes to reflect on your intention for the day. Think about how you want to feel, or how you want to interact with the world. This intention will serve as your anchor, helping you stay grounded and aligned with your values. Your morning routine isn't complete without bringing mindful movement into the mix. In Buddhism, the body is seen as an extension of the mind, and the two are deeply connected. By engaging in mindful movement, you're not only caring for your physical health, but also fostering mental clarity and emotional balance. Buddha often spoke about the importance of mindfulness in every action, not just in meditation. Whether it's walking, stretching, or practicing yoga, mindful movement helps you stay present in your body and brings a sense of peace to your day. This doesn't need to be a long or strenuous exercise session. Even 5 minutes of mindful movement can be enough to align your mind and body. Imagine starting your day with a slow, mindful walk. You feel the ground beneath your feet, the stretch of your muscles, the rhythm of your breath. Every step becomes an opportunity to connect with the present moment. This practice not only energizes you physically, but also helps clear your mind, preparing you for the day ahead. Mindful movement has been shown to reduce stress, improve circulation, and boost mental clarity. Whether you choose yoga, stretching, or even a few mindful moments as you prepare breakfast, moving with intention sets the tone for a balanced, productive day. In Buddhism, eating is more than just fueling the body. It's a practice of mindfulness and gratitude. Too often, we rush through meals, barely tasting our food. But mindful eating encourages us to slow down and savor each bite, appreciating the nourishment we receive. Before you take your first bite, pause. Think about where your food came from. The farmers who grew it, the earth that nourished it, the hands that brought it to your table. This moment of reflection fosters a deep sense of interconnectedness and gratitude. Then, as you eat, pay attention to the flavors, textures, and sensations. Chew slowly, savoring each moment of nourishment. Research supports the benefits of mindful eating. It helps improve digestion, prevents overeating, and cultivates a greater sense of satisfaction with food. By practicing mindful eating in the morning, you start your day with a sense of presence and appreciation that carries through the rest of your activities. The final morning habit is perhaps the most profound: practicing compassion. Compassion, or karuna, is central to Buddhist teachings. By cultivating a compassionate heart first thing in the morning, you set the tone for a day filled with kindness and connection. Start your morning with a brief compassion meditation. Think of someone you love and silently wish them happiness, health, and peace. Then expand that compassion outward, including acquaintances, strangers, and even people you find difficult. Finally, direct that same compassion toward yourself. Compassion not only transforms your relationships with others, but also brings you inner peace and emotional resilience. Research has shown that compassion practices increase happiness, reduce stress, and improve overall life satisfaction. Now that you've explored these 6 Buddhist morning habits — mindful breathing, gratitude, intention setting, mindful movement, mindful eating, and practicing compassion — imagine how your day would feel if you started with these practices. The truth is, mornings don't have to be rushed and chaotic. With just a few small changes, you can turn your mornings into a time of peace, clarity, and purpose. Tomorrow morning, try just one of these habits and see how it shifts your day. And if you're curious to learn more about how Buddhist wisdom can transform your life, stay with us for more lessons on mindfulness, self-compassion, and finding balance in our fast-paced world. Have you ever wondered what makes ancient Buddhist practices so effective for managing modern stress? Find out in the next video.